playing Baylor, and then they had 4 turnovers, or they created 4 turnovers against Baylor. So I was pretty nervous about that coming in, because usually with turnovers it happens in bunches, and when you start uh, doing that, then you start feeding off of each other, and that was a big deal about protecting the ball, and then we had to create our turnovers. I thought Rabbit's interception in the end zone was huge. One, because the week before he had one and he dropped. He was really frustrated with himself, and so it was that there to go make that play. And then two, I thought we mismanaged the clock going in. We didn't get it on fourth down, but we didn't make them take any timeouts. And, that was on me. And so I told him as we were going up the tunnel, I said, man, you bailed me out on that one, bud. And I appreciated it.
And my only criticism of Saturday was, and I think we have a bone to pick with Kitley, because all these 50 burger.
Yeah,
we're 2 points short.
2 points short.
2 points short. Yeah,
it's got to do better.
Shirt. Yeah, we need to switch. There's no such thing as a 48 burger shirt. Yeah, that's
no
right.
doubt.
That's right. But no, a lot of fun. That's a big one. That sets up a heck of an opportunity on Saturday night, and we'll talk about that matchup versus Baylor at 6:30 from a sold-out Jones AT&T Stadium on Saturday night. That's going to be a lot of fun. Absolutely. I know many of you all will be there. If you have a question for Coach McGuire, make sure you get it written on these slips of paper out there on the tables up there. Get those up here, and we'll get those asked here in the next portion of the show. I thought, it's funny because I knew Barron was the ankle was kind of an issue, and yet you don't really notice that. But after the game, you're like, man, he woke up sick.
Oh God!
Lost about 6 pounds.
Yeah.
And he was sick. We had to IV him before the game, and he comes out and throws for 300 yards in his second start.
He said it was going to be his Jordan flu game.
There you go.
I tell you, Drew and his crew, our training staff is absolutely amazing, and they did such a great job. And they got him. If you saw him on Tuesday at practice, you're like, there's no way this guy's playing. But one, you got a guy that loves, and all our guys are like this. I mean, we're getting a lot of guys back because they've been working so hard to get back. But he felt good Friday morning during Fast Friday. I'm feeling okay. Here we go. We're gonna tempo these guys, and literally, I'm walking in the bathroom and I hear somebody throwing up, and I said, "Who is that?" And he goes, "This is B, coach." And I went, "Oh my gosh!" And I walked out to Drew. I said, "Drew, Barron's throwing up," and he goes, "Well, that could be good. He won't be thinking about his ankle." And he said, "We'll get that. If it's only his stomach, man, we can get that taken care of." And so we got it going, man. He had him ready to go.
Yeah, well, he played well.
He did.
Is it funny to you how much people are making of the tempo and how fast you guys are going? I don't know if this was you guys' intention coming into the season to have the foot on the gas and all that, but this is what he's comfortable with.
Yeah.
You've gotten a rhythm, and I think for a variety of reasons this is what you're doing, but it's working right now.
It is, and it's one of those deals. Coming in, whenever you think about tempo, you're also thinking that your defense is going to have to play a lot of plays. Yeah. And besides the OSU game, where we were playing two teams that were tempo teams, we really haven't played like an extraordinary number of plays on defense. So it's really kind of balanced because it's a mixture. I mean, we've scored quickly, but it's also we've tempoed and had 8 play drives, 12 play drives, 15 play drives. And so that keeps the defense fresh, and you can still go fast. It's a big part of it. I mean, you got to play off of each other. I think too many times that different styles of offense like this is not thought about the defense and the total team and how you're going to win. And we're going to. And that's what's so great about Kitley and DeRuiter, man. They work so great together and play off of each other.
Yeah, I think Coach DeRuiter has told me before, I'm like, man, you concerned me? He's like, man, every time I go to Vegas, I'm hitting on a 16 every time.
Every time.
That's what the numbers are showing you.
Yeah.
6 of 7 on fourth downs in the first half, and you don't have to fiddle with it in the second half because you'd built the lead.
Yeah, we should have been 7 for 7. That's another. I wished I would have. Once I saw them go 0, and they pressured. We probably, should have got a timeout right there and see if they would have changed, or we would have changed to something, because we didn't have enough to block them with what they were bringing, and so ended up giving the one sack up that we had for the game.
ran the ball extremely well. It's
Yes.
something you guys have been trying to get going. Nearly 250 yards rushing. Taj, Sharadrick both had. What's up with this hurdling business?
I told Kenny, I said, I got to come over and watch y'all's Indy because stiff arms and hurdles is what y'all must have been practicing. My favorite, though, you got to know Kenny Perry. Our special teams coordinator, running backs coach, he is a character. And Taj made that one run to where he had two stiff arms and he turned the corner and scored a touchdown. He turned to me and he goes, that was all coaching right there. And I was like, yeah, I don't think that had anything to do with your coaching, buddy. And when Taj came over, when SARS came over, Saradri came over, I said, hey, KP said that was all coaching, and he started laughing too. So it was funny.
That's good. I mean, and those kids, man, smiling, and
Yeah.
you talk about complimentary football. They complement each other so well because they don't care who's getting it done. They just ride the hot hand, and they both played well. And then Bryson Donnell,
Yeah.
that was a fun one at the end of the
He's a guy,
game.
man. He's you see him in practice, and you've heard me say it a million times. I'll say it till the day I die. The way you practice and how hard you practice and the things you do in practice show up in the game. And he's doing that to our one defense at times. And the thing with him, the game was too fast when he first got here, which it usually is for most freshmen. And he's worked really hard. I think I hate that Cameron's been hurt, but I think Cameron being banged up a little bit is giving him more reps, to kind of grow up a little bit faster. And man, he looked really good. He's a powerful guy, man. Tough guy. He's from East Texas, man. Tough people come from East Texas.
East Texas, that's
right.
right. That's right. And Mason Tharp too, man. With that,
Yeah.
he's still carrying Mountaineers somewhere.
Him, man. I think Teeter didn't want to be outdone, so Teeter had one too.
You played without some guys,
Yeah.
and I thought Xavier and Nehemiah Martinez really stepped up. They combined for about 20 catches, I think, nearly 200 yards and a touchdown. That inside receiver spot, and those guys have really just answered the bell. I mean, it's been next man up, and those guys, a couple of Lubbock products, Nehemiah from Lubbock Cooper, and then obviously Xavier White from Monterey here locally. But man, it's fun to watch those guys kind of come into their own.
Yeah, probably didn't say enough during the spring about Xavier because I bragged. I bragged on Nehemiah a lot during the spring because one, the weight and strength that he put on. He's about 205 pounds and he's got calves that are bigger than my head, and he's just, he's really a physical guy. But, X, I think he's playing the spot. I really believe that's what he is. He can play running back, but I think whenever we got here and talking to him, he really felt like he was a slot. I did too. I wanted depth there, to help Miles out with the way that we wanted to play, and, man, they've stepped up. It's one of those deals that those guys, we go 3-4 deep at tight end, and we go, 2 to 3 deep at every position at receiver. And literally we're tempoing, and there's a point like we have an incompletion, and Kitley will be on the headset and go, okay, if you want to rotate, it's time to rotate. Let's get fresh guys in there. And we don't care who's in there. It's not like, hey, make sure this guy's in here on this. We all of them are stepping up and playing hard.
We could talk about this game for another couple hours. I'd be honored to sit here and do it. I know you would too. We got to move on here. We got a lot of questions here, audience. One guy I wanted to ask you about too on the defensive side may have been his best game of the season, but Muddy Waters.
Oh yeah,
he blew up a ton of those screen passes and just some of the stuff that West Virginia kind of leans on to get going. Yeah. He read it.
Huge.
Yeah, he read it and just kind of stopped it. And I just thought it was. Be good to kind of mention his name a little bit. 3 tackles for loss. Big.
And then had another one that was right at the line of scrimmage.
Right.
I think Matt Dowdy cheated him a little bit, and it probably should have been a tackle for a loss. But Dowdy actually, we talked about that a little bit. It was right at the line of scrimmage. But the two plays that we really wanted to defend that they hang their hat on is their stick draw. They only ran it one time, and then they get their offense started with the screens. And we felt like we really needed to knock the screens out. And man, Marquise took that to heart. He was coming like a rocket, like he was shot out of a cannon. And we're going to need that again from him on Saturday.
Saturday night, yeah. And we'll get to that. Some new uniforms for Saturday night unveil. We'll get to that here in a second. Those are going to be a lot of fun. And then there's some ceremony at halftime for some guy that plays quarterback.
Deal, man.
Yeah, that plays quarterback. In the NFL that used to play football here. We'll talk about that here in a little bit as well. And we will do that when we return. Red Raider Football with Joey McGuire from Rudy's Barbecue will continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network. from Learfield.
Looking for the best Texas
Clear for break 1, 4 minutes.
retailer of Texas Tech Athletics, the Matador. We have everything Texas Tech at shopthematador.com and enjoy free shipping. Shop for Under Armour coaches sideline and on the field players gear. Shop for brand names like Texas Tech Yeti drinkware and stylish, trendy game day wear. The Matador is proud to be locally owned, alumni, and student operated. We are loyal and passionate about Texas Tech. Shopthematador.com.
You know Metal Mart is the place to get all the metals you need for your big projects. But did you know Metal Mart also offers building kits? We're talking 24 by 24 from $76.99 to 40 by 60 at just $25,999. Plus all sizes in between in 8 different colors. With a 30-year warranty on color walls and 20 years on Gavilan Plus. Your job just got a little easier with your new building kit from Metal Mart. Check us out at 4309 Idalou Road or metalmart.com. Metal Mart, the right materials for the right price.
Football is all about the team, and in farming you certainly need a team to be successful. Wiley Implement and Spray Centers, your genuine Case IH parts and service dealer, is on your team to keep your equipment at the top of your game. With 14 locations across Texas, Wiley Implement is going to be close by. See us at WileySprayers.com for genuine Case IH parts and service.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business and even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
ASCO equipment knows roads don't wait, job sites don't wait, and deadlines don't wait. That's why at ASCO, we're on it, faster than the speed of our customers' needs. So no matter what you're digging, grading, or loading, we've got a full line of Case Construction equipment to help you get the job done. You can buy or rent, and we'll service and support. And because it's Case Construction equipment, you know it'll be comfortable, powerful, and versatile. At ASCO, we're on it, whatever it is.
West Texas weather is always unpredictable, and when high winds and debris damage your roof, there's only one company to call, Andrus Brothers Roofing. ABR has been in business for over 35 years and are part of the Lubbock Area Roofing Contractors Associations, so you know they'll do the job right. If it's not ABR, it's not Andrus Brothers Roofing.
Andrus Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andrus Brothers Roofing, every time.
They're number one. Scarborough Specialties is your one-source supplier for all your promotional product needs. Experience the difference. Embroidery to screen printing to graphic design. No job is too big or too small. Scarborough Specialties has the best showroom in Texas, and they provide great customer service. Scarborough Specialties, Lubbock owned and operated since 1992, and a proud corporate partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
For 10 years, the West Texas Land Guys have been turning land into dreams. West Texas Land Guys specialize in developing raw land into builder-ready master plan communities. Having developed hundreds of acres across 10 successful communities in the Lubbock area alone, West Texas Land Guys is one of Lubbock's premier land developers. Whether you're thinking of selling land or want to buy a lot for your dream home, we've got you covered. Visit westtexaslandguys.com to see how we're developing the future.
30 seconds.
Athletics Director Kirby Hocutt. Red Raider fans are some of the best and most passionate fans in the nation, and there's no denying it. There is also no denying that supporting our sponsors is one of the best ways to support the Red Raiders. Year after year, when businesses support the Red Raiders, they help provide funding for the many needs in Tech athletics and make games like the ones you're listening to
10 seconds.
Network possible. So next time you're in need of a product or service, show your Red Raider spirit and support the companies that support Texas Tech.
Off to Thompson, tries to get outside. Stiff arm, gets the corner, and he's at the 10-5. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Red Raider football with Joey McGuire back here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue here until 7 o'clock, South Loop 289 and Slide Road. Come on out and get you some good barbecue, and we'll talk some football with you. And then you can hear from the head coach of the Red Raiders, who's with me now. And Joey McGuire, Coach, we have a long list of questions here.
Let's do it.
Let's get after it. This is from Jay. What is the prep difference between morning, afternoon, and night games? Which do you like best? P.S. I wish I was level. Oh, that's appreciate
Don't
that,
we
Jay.
all?
That's very nice.
Don't we all?
That's very nice of you, man.
On the road, I want an 11 o'clock game. just because I don't want to sit in the hotel all day long.
yeah.
At worst, 2:30. At home, you know, I want a night game here for sure, but 2:30 or either a night game. You know, I don't want 11 o'clock here in Jones, without a doubt. The prep's about the same, except, you know, like this week, being at home, being 6:30, we'll actually do our walkthrough in the indoor, which normally we do our walkthrough at the hotel. So we'll actually bus over and do the prep in the indoor.
Okay.
So
from Jody, I believe somewhere right here up front, this team never gives up as opposed to past teams. How do you instill that mindset no matter how fatigued they are?
Yeah, well, it's a mixture, man. These guys care about each other a lot, and we talk all the time about playing for the guy to the right and left of you, especially whenever you're tired. You know, like we want to hear them talking to each other when they get tired because you feed off of each other's energy. And then the other thing we've really tried to do is create depth. You know, you see if you watch defensively, we play a lot of guys. There's, you know, our corners. Those two guys have played, you know, probably the most snaps. And our safeties, but when you're talking about linebackers, outside linebackers, D-line, we played a lot of guys, and you know, you just got to trust them, and then again, they got to do it in practice, and then we got great leaders like Kosai that just walked in the building, number 6 on the field, number 1 in your heart.
Number 1 in your program,
yeah,
too.
Dang
That's right. Number 1 in your heart, number 1 in your program. That's right. From Garrett. Where's my man Garrett at? I saw
Small
him
guy right back there.
There he is. There's
That's
Garrett.
right.
Will there be some crazy costumes in the stands?
Oh, I imagine.
Halloween,
I hope you're wearing
getting
one.
Close to Halloween.
Garrett, you better be wearing your costume, man.
From Linda and Sue. Now, this is the kind of intel I would love to know as well. What's your favorite Bluebell ice cream?
Oh, well, I'm a big chocolate.
Way to go,
I love chocolate ice cream.
Oh, just chocolate?
Yeah, pour a little milk on top of it to where.
You start stirring it up and everything. That's our big snack though on Friday nights is the ice cream. We come back from the movies and we have a Sunday bar set up and all the guys, you know, get their ice cream, and so big ice cream guy. What movie is tomorrow night? Do you go see a movie at home?
Yeah,
too?
I don't know. They don't tell me. We saw Black Adam last week, so it was really good.
Okay, was it
really good?
Okay. How about Smile?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It was good. A lot of guys liked it. I don't like scary movies, so, man, I needed somebody to hold my hand during the movie. Debbie wasn't there. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see. From Melanie. This is a great question, Melanie. Does tempo cause injuries to the defense? It's a smiley face. I think there's some cramping that goes on. So not that we're casting aspersions up here that Melanie is, but, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if the water in Houston or in West Virginia hydrates you the same way they do in West Texas water, but you know, there's definitely a purpose behind it to where there's two things. One, your big guys, your offensive line is not moving as much as the defensive big guys, and then it takes longer to get lined up. You know, I mean, they have to get lined up quicker, so there's confusion. And then I think the biggest thing is we can keep their guys on the field and make them play more snaps, you know, and kind of dictate their substitution whenever we're not subbing and they don't have the chance to sub.
Yeah. From Rick, what insights and secrets will you have on Baylor, being that you coached there before coming here?
You know, we've tried to do a good job of prepping our guys. Of like, I met with all the offensive line and went through, because I coached the outside linebackers and D line, so we went through like, this is what this guy likes to do in a pass rush. This is what this guy's going to do, you know, and went through different things like that offensively and defensively. But you know, these guys, they'll be the first ones to tell you Sunday. And I usually don't introduce a team that we're playing Sunday. It's usually Tuesday morning before practice. And I told them, I said, if I make this about Baylor, then go ahead and slap me. And I meant it, because it's really about us. Like, we concentrate so much of being our best version of ourselves that we feel like that at 6:30, if we're the best team in the stadium, then whoever we're playing, we can play with them and we can win. And we believe that's against anybody in the nation. And so that's what we really concentrate on, who we are. And so it's hard. I mean, we do have some insight, but I didn't want to talk too much about those guys, because I want my guys to understand that it's about us. It's about what we do and really not who we're playing.
From Krista, do you have any concerns about matching up with Baylor's speed?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because they have a couple of slots that can really run. Number 80, Baldwin, has scored some touchdowns. I mean, he beat Oklahoma State on a post. So we got to know where he's at. But I think our guys, I mean, we've had the fastest week we've had all year long, Tuesday and Wednesday. I mean, we feel like we're in great shape. We're getting a lot of guys back this week, so it's going to be as healthy as we've been since the year started. And so I think we'll be able to play a lot of people and be able to keep up with them, I hope.
Coach, from Monica, will Mahomes speak with the team when he's here?
He will. I think he's probably going to do the intro. I might say a little something right after him, but, I've heard him speak before, and at least to his team. And the stuff that he says, we talk about a lot. And so if that's the opportunity that he has time-wise to where he can be in front of them before we take the field, there's no way I'm not going to let number 5 talk to the team. And, he'll be geeked up now. I mean, that joker, he loves Texas Tech and he loves football, and it means a lot to him. I know y'all know that, but I want to say it again. He is a great ambassador for this university. He truly loves Texas Tech, and he is proud to be a Red Raider.
Yeah, that's awesome. From I'm not sure if I'm from Sally maybe, but if you could snap your fingers and change one thing, what would it be?
That we'd be undefeated.
There
right
you go.
now.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, there you go. I'm with you.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah. Let's see. Your favorite Halloween candy? See, I'm here for all these kinds. This is great.
I'm a big candy corn
from
guy.
Jimmy. That's from Jimmy. Candy corn.
Hey, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I love anything when it comes to sweets. I've got a sweet tooth.
Gosh. Do you, Debbie, like it too?
Oh, yeah.
That makes me so sad. From Eddie, Coach McGuire, how long would you and your family stay at TTU, or would you drive the furthest tonight to be here?
Yeah, I would drive. I would. Yeah, 100%. Whatever it takes.
Yeah,
no doubt.
From David, who are you looking to step up this week on the offensive side, and and what are you handing out for Halloween trick or treats? Please don't give these sweet trick or treaters and candy corn.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whatever Debbie buys, I don't know
That's
about
right.
that one.
That's right.
We're gonna actually all our kids will dress up and come up to the office and go office by office and get candy and stuff. And
okay.
So we'll do that on Monday with all the family. That's our big family night dinner, to where all the coaches' wives and kids all come up, and so we'll do that on Monday. Excited though.
Be careful with this next one here.
Okay.
I have a feeling I know who asked it. Who's your favorite child?
Oh, the Red Raider right there. Garrett graduated from that school. We're playing on Saturday.
That's right.
So there's no doubt who my favorite child is.
Guns up. Yeah, guns up. Real quick, and we'll get to Baylor here in a minute, but the uniforms. You guys just unveiled them, all black.
1988, man.
1988 look. There's a video out there. Go look at that. Throwback look, obviously, and that's a lot of fun. I know those guys, those kids, those players of yours, man, they love getting in that stuff.
They do. It's always good. We have such great uniform combinations, but it's great to honor the past, and that was old Southwest Conference days.
Yes, it was SWC.
1988, and before I gave Zane the thumbs up, because I'm very superstitious, I checked, and we beat Baylor 36-6, so I was okay with wearing them. If we hadn't beat them, we would have saved them. We might have saved them for Kansas or OU, but since we won that game, I was okay with it.
I love it. Yeah, I'm all about the superstitions too. All right, well, great job, the audience. You guys were awesome tonight with all the questions. We'll come back and we'll talk some Baylor, and then let you get out of here, and then we'll talk to Kosai and Coach Bookbinder. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Red Raider football with Joey McGuire from Rudy's Barbecue will continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
What does it take to make
You are clear for break 2, 4 minutes.
football and barbecue lovers know that the perfect brisket needs the right wood? Rudy's smokes all of their meats using their delicious signature rubs in 100% oak-fired pits. Get your real Texas barbecue fix today at Rudy's or on the web at rudys.com.
There's nothing like the sound of a new baby calf or the smell of fresh rain on a cotton crop. My friends at Capital Farm Credit share this excitement with agricultural and livestock producers. We want to be your lending partner. Whether you require operating funds for next year's crop or need to buy hay for your cattle, we have a loan that's right for you. Let us finance your operation. CapitalFarmCredit.com.
This is Mark Adams, head basketball coach here at Texas Tech. Teamwork drives our program, and Red Raider Club members are a part of our team. You provide the necessary resources to compete each day. Thank you for giving to the Red Raider Club and supporting more than 400 student athletes through scholarships, academic support, nutrition, sports medicine, and much more. You are true Raider power. Wreck 'em.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Simmons Pump and Supply, pumps are our business, but people are our passion. Your water supply is critical to the well-being of your crops and your family. When it comes to irrigation and house wells, no other product has been designed by and built for West Texans for 66 years. The next time your well stops producing, make sure your contractor calls Simmons Pump and Supply for the highest quality solution for your water well applications. Or visit SimmonsPump.com to find a contractor in your area. And most importantly, Wreck 'em Tech.
At Reliant, being a part of Red Raider Nation means more than just cheering on the team. It's about being a part of a community that supports one another. As an electricity provider, it is our commitment to every customer, and it's as strong as our Texas roots. It's our promise today and for generations to come. We look forward to teaming up with you. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Red Raider fans, lock in your seats to Texas Tech football's final 2 home games for as low as $45 with the November 2-pack. With the November 2-pack, you can attend both games against Kansas and Oklahoma and save big. We need you inside Jones AT&T Stadium cheering on your Red Raiders all season long, so take advantage of the November 2-pack today. To purchase, go to texastech.com or call 806-742-TECH. It's Red Raider football. Let's go.
30 seconds.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023.
10 seconds.
In all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Four receivers on the left side bunched up. Now the throw goes left side upfield. It's caught by White. He's got it in Mountaineer territory. The 30. It's a foot race to the 15. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Red Raider football with Joey McGuire back here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Never can hear enough of those touchdown Red Raiders. We're here till 7 o'clock tonight. We'll be joined by Josh Bookbinder and Kosai Eldridge here in a little bit. Coach, just a few more minutes with you.
Yep.
Sold out, night game, big game, relevant game, big game for the standings and all that stuff. From a recruiting standpoint, that a fun opportunity to get prospects in here and kind of present your product to them?
It's huge. I mean, we probably have as good a list as we've had all year long. Even probably better than the Texas game of the guys that are coming in. We have a really good group. I mean, whenever it comes to that, the allotments they give us for tickets, we're sold. I mean, we used every single one of them for the guys, the recruits, our commits. Got a big number of those, but we got some of the best in the country coming in to watch us Saturday night.
And this is there's a lot of familiarity here with both coaching staffs. You and obviously Coach Aranda and people. I mean, I think most people realize this, but Coach Aranda was in Lubbock for 2 or 3 years too.
Yeah.
Way back when under Mike Leach. I don't think enough people have mentioned that or talked about that enough. He was asked about it, but some mutual respect there. This isn't a bad blood scenario. You guys think a lot of each other. You just happen to work here now instead of there.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's some of my best friends. I mean, David Wetzel, who was a high school coach. Is on that staff, and Sean Bell, who was a high school coach, is on that staff, and mean, my 5 years there, I grew a lot as a coach, and really appreciated Coach Aranda and Coach Rule. But it's going to be weird looking across because, Coach Side knows this, but the one thing about me, man, I fall in love with my players. Like, they're a part of my life for the rest of their life. They figure that out real quick when they get to know me. So there's a lot of those guys over there across from the field that, I recruited and was part of recruiting and care a lot about them. But it's kind of like family, and when brothers are playing or anything like that, you always want the bragging rights that you beat them, and so it's a big deal. This first one, I think it'll be less and less as this goes on. I mean, I think it's going to be a good rivalry for the new conference, but this first one is going to be a little bit different because you're so familiar with all those players.
Yeah, if you're going to the game, it's sold out, so make sure you wear black if you're there.
Black,
yeah,
yes.
Blackout, all that stuff. 6:30 kick. Quarterback Blake Shapen, freshman running back Richard Reese. Kind of what do they do on offense? I know they're gonna run it a lot.
Yeah, the wide zone, probably one of the best in the country at running that play. They everything comes off of the wide zone. They're going to go bootleg. They're going to go play action. They're more of a pro style type running game. Play action, and Shapen, he was a high school shortstop, was recruited to play both football and baseball at Baylor, and ended up just going straight football. But his arm angles, he can really throw the ball, gets out quick. And then Reese, man, he's really good for that offense because he's a one-cut guy that can really burst, gets kind of hid behind their big offensive line. They got a really big offensive line that we're going to play against, a bunch of old guys. 4 of the 5 shouldn't still be in college, but it's COVID, and they're playing their COVID year, and they're really good at what they do.
They also have some large men on the defensive line as well.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever you say large, I mean, Apu, they're. I mean, he's 6'4", on the light day 360. Like whatever they listed him at, trust me, he's about 360, 365, and can really move. And then they got some real length. Their outside linebacker 6'7". One of their other defensive ends, Gabe Hall, 6'5". T.J. Franklin, the kind of field defensive end, 6'5". So, their O-line, they got the second most experience in the country in O-line, and then their front 7, the inside linebackers in their front, there's nobody that hadn't played at least 4 years of college football, and so they're an old group coming in on Saturday.
Well, Coach, it should be fun. These kind of opportunities are why you do this.
I'm so excited. I can't wait, and our guys are too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good luck, and I'll talk to you over the weekend, man.
All right,
yeah,
thank you.
Good. Come back and do this again next Thursday night. We'll be back, and we'll be joined by Coach Josh Bookbinder. When we return, Red Raider Football with Joey McGuire from Rudy's Barbecue. We'll continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
At Reliant, being a part
Clear for break 3, 4 minutes.
and just cheering on the team. It's about being a part of a community that supports one another. As an electricity provider, it is our commitment to every customer, and it's as strong as our Texas roots. It's our promise today and for generations to come. We look forward to teaming up with you. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Texas Tech football is back, and Cardinals Sports Center has all the latest game day gear, including the official sideline collection from Under Armour. And ladies, come check out our red and black game day fashion and clear purses. Looking for those desert vibes? Be sure to shop our large variety of cactus tees and caps. A proud corporate sponsor of Texas Tech Athletics. Cardinals Sports Center, everything Texas Tech.
This football season, Texas Tech football is teaming up with Caprock Cardiovascular and Cath Lab to help out the American Heart Association of West Texas. For every sack that the Red Raiders record this football season, Caprock Cardiovascular Center will donate $200 to the American Heart Association to help stroke and heart disease research. The SAC Heart Disease Program is presented by Caprock Cardiovascular Center and your Texas Tech Red Raiders. Our town, our team.
Red Raider fans, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance wants you to experience the Joey McGuire era of Texas Tech football in style. Visit RedRaidersContest.com and enter to win for your chance to watch the Masked Rider and the team take the field before the November 26th matchup versus the Oklahoma Sooners. Winner also receives 2 sweet tickets with complimentary food and beverage and an autographed Joey McGuire football. Enter to win by visiting RedRaidersContest.com and be a VIP thanks to Texas Farm Bureau.
What does it take to make the perfect brisket? Football and barbecue lovers know that the perfect brisket needs the right wood. Rudy's smokes all of their meats using their delicious signature rubs in 100% oak-fired pits. Get your real Texas barbecue fix today at Rudy's or on the web at rudys.com.
Making memories on your own piece of land is priceless, like skipping rocks across the watering hole, wetting the trot line, or teaching your youngster how to drive the ranch truck. Capital Farm Credit is the financial partner to help you realize those memories. We offer competitive rates and flexible terms on farm land, ranch land, and recreational property. Let us finance your dreams. CapitalFarmCredit.com.
Red Raider fans, lock in your seats to Texas Tech football's final 2 home games for as low as $45 with the November 2-pack. With the November 2-pack, you can attend both games against Kansas and Oklahoma and save big. We need you inside Jones AT&T Stadium cheering on your Red Raiders all season long, so take advantage of the November 2-pack today. To purchase, go to TexasTech.com or call 806-742-TECH. It's Red Raider football. Let's go.
30.
Football runs deep in your veins, then SiriusXM Big 12 Radio is where you need to be. We're talking conference and team previews, live games, news and analysis from experts like Holly Rowe, Dusty Dvorak, Fozzie Whitaker and Gabe Eichert, coaches shows, championship specials, and more. Get inside Big
10 seconds.
Nowhere else. Feed your fandom on the SiriusXM app. Stay up to date anywhere you go. Just download the app to start streaming.
Getting the ball with the blitz coming, going to throw it deep down the left side for the end zone, and it is intercepted. It is intercepted. Do they call it in play? Yes, it's intercepted by Taylor Demerson.
Red Raider football with Joey McGuire back here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue here until 7 o'clock. South Loop 289 and Slide Road. Be sure to come on over to your local Rudy's or Rudys.com to place an order for their real Texas barbecue. You can enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. And don't forget, Rudy's serves made-to-order and grab-and-go breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. Now joined by inside linebackers coach Josh Bookbinder, and you've known Coach McGuire for a while, and fun to get to work with him.
Absolutely, man. I think the first time I ever met him was recruiting Cedar Hill. I was at a small Division II school in Tennessee. And I walked in, and there were coaches from big schools there, and he treated me like $1 million, like I was one of the big guys. So always left Cedar Hill with a great taste in my mouth.
Probably teaches you how to treat people too, like as you get older in this profession. That's everybody always says that about Coach McGuire. Treats everybody the same. That's awesome. Your position group was playing really good football.
We're trying.
Yeah, I mean, Krishan and the guy that we'll have up here in a little bit, Kosai, and you've got some guys behind him, but those guys have been a big reason why defense has been being played so well right now. Talk to me about what you found when you got here with those two.
Well, they love football. That's number one, and they're willing to work. So I think that what the product they put on the field on Saturday is a testament to what they do starting on Sunday morning. So they put a lot of time and effort into it. And we, in our room, we say practice is everything. And so just the daily grind to prepare to practice is where you gain your edge. So they put a lot of time and effort into preparing for practice.
You know, Coach McGuire was talking about that earlier about, if you could just explain to young people that the practice, it correlates to game time. And I don't know if enough players, no matter the sport, understand that. But you guys, and this is like top of the list as far as like what you guys are preaching, and it's starting to pay off a little bit. When you have guys like Krishan and Kosai that practice the way they do, I'm guessing it kind of rubs off on everybody else and some of those younger linebackers as well.
Absolutely. When your best players are the ones that are leading the way, it makes it easy.
Yeah. So you have a unique family situation. So everybody knows Grant Taft was a longtime Baylor coach. That is your grandfather.
That is. It's my mom's dad.
Yes. And so fascinating. And Coach McGuire said, hey, make sure he tells you the story, because remember me yelling in the locker room, everything runs through Lubbock? Your grandfather met his wife here in Lubbock at Texas Tech. She was
Absolutely.
a cheerleader here.
Yep. So my grandmom was a cheerleader. And by the way, I talked to Coach Taft. I call him every night on my way home from work. He's a midnight owl, so I can call him at midnight and he's up. And I said, what are you going to be wearing on Saturday? He said, blood is thicker than water, so he will be in red and black.
There you go. Very nice. Very nice.
My grandmom is a little harder to convince, but I told her that she will not see her great-grandkids for Christmas if she's not in red and black. I need a picture.
There you go. Holding it over them. Christmas, yes.
No, they met in Lubbock. He actually had a date at Horn Hall. She was working the front desk. So when he came in, I guess back in those days, from what I understand, you had to walk into the dorm, and they called up, and she came down. He took the date out, and half an hour into the date, faked sick, because my grandma was at the front desk. He said he went to a payphone on 19th Street and called the front desk and asked her what time she got off, and that was history.
So he shows up to see some other lady, and then it was like, you know what?
Red Raider.
I'm upgrading. Yeah, and so and here you are.
Love it first sight.
That's right. Awesome story. How's he doing?
Great.
Good.
Great. They're in Central Texas, and like I said, we talk every day, and they are they're West Texas people. She's from Plainview. He's from Snyder.
That's awesome.
And so we got family out this way, and he's thrilled that we're here in Lubbock.
That's awesome, man. He was always a class act. Still is. When you start working, when you get here and working with Coach DeRuiter and the scheme that you guys are in, and you're teaching, you're coaching, I think it's fascinating, kind of funny to me. I want to ask Kosai this here in a little bit too. It's funny to listen to the other head coaches or offensive coaches talk about what you guys are doing on defense, because they seem to think that you guys are doing everything under the sun, nothing looks the same, and yet I think in your world it's all fairly simple. But they don't know that.
Yeah, Coach DeRuiter has kind of come up with a scheme that he puts stuff in families that's easily teachable. So we always talk about it doesn't matter what we put on the board or what we know as coaches. If the players can't get on the board and explain it to you, then what are we doing? So he's created a system that is really teachable. It's player friendly because everything fits into a category that a lot of our calls are just one-word calls, and it's in a family, and they get to know right when they go to that family what they're doing. And so he's done a really good job putting it together. But yeah, it's multiple.
And Coach, we got your wife here. And,
yes.
And so how many I see 3 youngsters over here. Boy, I bet they are keeping you busy.
Yes. Ashley is the boss, and then Grant is 4, and AJ is 3, and then Walt, the baby boy, is 9 months.
Oh my, 4, 3, and 9 months. I will say a prayer for you tonight. Yes.
She does the hard stuff.
And the 4-year-old named Grant. And my guess there we go. Okay, I'm guessing
connection.
that. There you go. He's clapping. Yeah, that a boy, Grant. Yeah, that a boy. These games like a Saturday night, this is a fun opportunity. It's kind of why you get into this business, to have these kinds of games. Man, take me through what challenges Baylor will pose to you guys offensively.
Well, they're really good on offense. Obviously, being there, have a good idea of what they do. Coach Grimes has come in and done a really nice job taking a group that was kind of beat down and breeding confidence in them. Their scheme is challenging. The wide zone they run and the play action pass off of it. They're really good. I think they found a quarterback that can do what they want in the pass game. And they have some explosive playmakers. So, I mean, it's a good challenge. But like you said, that's what you want as a challenge.
One player I definitely want to ask you about before I let you get out of here, he's one of the younger ones, and I think he's still kind of figuring it out, but you could just see every week he gets a bit better. Jacob Rodriguez. It's hard to believe that he was a quarterback in high school and a quarterback, I guess a year ago at University of Virginia, because when you look at him, he looks just like a linebacker is supposed to look, no neck and all that, but he's got a big old smile on his face, and he's but good blitzer. I mean, take me through kind of how he's starting to figure this thing out.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. It's just the growth each week is awesome, and you can kind of see the light bulb starting to click. The more reps he gets and the more time he's in the system, Kosai can probably talk about him, but he's a guy that also is hungry and loves football, and watching him grow, like you said, being an offensive guy that's transitioned to defense, there's some things that a guy that's played defense his whole life, it's just natural, and some of those things that are natural to some are kind of starting to click the longer he's in the system. So it's fun. I think he's going to be a really good player.
Real quick, tell me about the guy that I'm about to bring up here, Kosai Eldridge.
Oh, man. I don't know if I've loved a guy more that I've coached in my career. I mean, I don't want to get emotional, but, I mean, the guy – you talk about a guy that puts everything he has into this team, this university, and this program. It's that guy. So, I mean, he probably keeps coaches' hours. So he's in our staff meetings just as much as we are as coaches. Now, class, he's already got 2 – I give him a hard time with the grades because he's already got 2 degrees. He's already got a master's. So he doesn't like doing all the schoolwork now since he already has a bachelor's and a master's, but I'm trying to challenge him to get our group GPA up because he's very intelligent. He's an all-A student, but trying to get those A's right now is tough when you already got 2 degrees. But if he's not in class, which is rare now, he is sitting in our coach's staff meeting and game planning with us. I mean, I told him that when he's done playing in the NFL that he's going to be a coach, and he's kind of bucking at that right now. But I think he'll come around to it at some point.
Convince him, yeah, get him turned. All right, well, hey, man, good luck.
Yep, thank you very much. I appreciate
nice
you, man.
to do this with us. Grant, be good, buddy. Yep, I see you over there. Yeah, I see you, man. Yes, guns up. All right, we'll come back. We'll talk to Kosai Eldridge here in a little bit. Red Raider football, Joey McGuire from Rudy's Barbecue will continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Clear for break 4 minutes.
We are developers with projects in Lubbock, San Angelo, and Abilene. West Texas Land Guys have developed hundreds of acres and 10 communities in Lubbock alone. To see some of our work, visit the vineyards at Escondido or come see us in the 2023 Parade of Homes in Sedona. Whether you're thinking of selling land or want to buy a lot for your dream home, we've got you covered. Visit WestTexasLandGuys.com to see how we're developing the future.
College football isn't just about a game, it's about pride. Pride for our Red Raiders who leave it all on the field every game. Pride for Texas Tech, a school that has shaped the landscape of West Texas. And pride for Lubbock, a community that shares a passion for our hometown team. At Plains Capital Bank, our commitment to Tech football runs deep. Supporting our community is just a part of who we are, as a company and as individuals. That's why we're in the stands cheering on the Red Raiders at every game, because at Plains Capital Bank, we're proud to be here too. Plains Capital Bank is a proud partner of the Texas Tech Centennial. Wreck 'em, Tech.
West Texas weather is always unpredictable, and when high winds and debris damage your roof, there's only one company to call: Andrus Brothers Roofing. ABR has been in business for over 35 years and are part of the Lubbock Area Roofing Contractors Associations, so you know they'll do the job right. If it's not ABR, it's not Andrus Brothers Roofing.
Andrus Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andrus Brothers Roofing, every time.
At Interim Home Health and Hospice, we provide one-on-one attention to patients in their own homes. We have been caring for Lubbock and the surrounding areas with personalized hospice care for 20 years. West Texans proudly serving West Texans so you can rest, feel, and live well. Call us at 806-791-0042 or visit us at interimhealthcare.com. Interim Healthcare, the champions of your health.
At Reliant, being a part of Red Raider Nation means more than just cheering on the team. It's about being a part of a community that supports one another. As an electricity provider, it is our commitment to every customer, and it's as strong as our Texas roots. It's our promise today and for generations to come. We look forward to teaming up with you. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Cybersecurity is a growing concern for all businesses. At CTSI, we remind you to implement cyber defense solutions to protect you. Call CTSI today and schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. We'll create a roadmap that is customized for you and secures your business. CTSI is a Lubbock-built, operated, and owned company with a second location in Amarillo. For 37 years, we've served the Texas Panhandle, West Texas, the Permian Basin, and eastern New Mexico. And we work every day to earn your business. Call CTSI now at 806-793-8961 or go to ctsinet.com.
Y'all know I'm a Texan born and raised. It's my roots, my family's home, just like McGavick. I won't stop. They're family owned, and I'm a family guy. The day after the draft, they were there for me. McGavick was there for me when it mattered, and they're gonna be there for you. Y'all need to know McGavick. These are good people, and they make it so easy. I'm Patrick Mahomes, and I love McGavick Nissan.
McGavick.
30 seconds.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who miss the fairway all day and still pull out the big stick, the type of guys who will always prefer to be behind the grill than in front of the camera, and the men who never let their friends forget about a high school nickname. This is the Lodge Man.
10 seconds.
Is Twin Peaks.
Who wants to settle for a single TV? With more TVs, bigger screens, plus our fabulous scenic views, there's more to watch at Twin Peaks.
Toon goes back. Blitz is coming. He's rolling to his right. He's going to get sacked way back at the 32-yard line. Ho! Kosai Eldridge. He's the one that got in there in a hurry and got back there for the sack.
Great job by Choice Woodman here, local producer here on site, for playing that highlight. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance wants you to be a VIP of TTU to enter to win at RedRaidersContest.com for your chance to win 2 sweet tickets with complimentary food and beverage, pregame field experience to watch the team and Master Rider enter the stadium, and a tour for an upcoming football game. I'm with Kosai Eldridge now. You're playing some good. Is this the best football you've played of your career at this point, do you think?
Yeah, probably. It's probably the best football I've played since my senior year of high school.
Okay, there you go. There you go. You used to be a safety.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
you've kind of seen it from all aspects of this defense. Playing linebacker more fun for you?
Linebacker's always been the most fun on defense to me.
Okay.
Safety's fun, but linebacker's a different type of action that I enjoy doing.
Yeah, okay,
So-
okay. Tackle the man with the ball, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Take me through playing for Coach McGuire, and then obviously Coach Bookbinder that was up here. I mean, you had to learn these guys; they had to learn you. But it sounds like you've kind of poured into them; they've poured into you, and it's all good results so far.
Yeah, playing for Coach McGuire has brought the fun back to football for me. He's super passionate about the game. He's super passionate about us. He takes care of us. And then Coach Book, he's probably, like, if not the smartest position coach I've had, then one of them for sure. He's taught me a whole different aspect of the game that I've never even thought to look at like that. He's made me a better football player, and he's slowly convincing me to become a coach one day.
I love it. I love it. Some recruiting continuing, even though you're already here and you're already playing. He's recruiting you to stay in his profession. Okay, so when Kosai Eldridge was growing up, Halloween is this Monday night. What was your favorite Halloween costume?
I was talking about my favorite Halloween candy earlier, but my
Well,
favorite
what is
Halloween,
that? Hopefully
my
it wasn't
favorite
candy corn.
It's close. It's the pumpkins.
Oh, that's
not the actual.
so bad.
It's close.
So disappointing. Okay. I'll let you say. What about costume?
My favorite Halloween costume. I was a cowboy one Halloween.
Okay.
And that was definitely my favorite costume.
I
had
love
my
it.
6-shooter on my hip. It was great.
I love it. And if you showed up, asking trick or treat, we'd give you all the candy corn and candy pumpkins that you wanted. These are kinds of games on a Saturday night here. This is, I mentioned that to Coach Bookbinder and then Coach McGuire. I mean, this is what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, this is something I've been looking forward to all year. It's the first night game we've had at the Jones this year. Blackout, great opponent. I'm super excited for it.
Pat Mahomes will be in the house, and I bet I'm guessing that you're glad you don't have to defend a guy like that.
Oh yeah.
Nothing against Blake Shapen or anything from Baylor, but a little bit different.
I haven't had to defend a guy like Patrick Mahomes in my career. So.
Do you remember watching him as a player here?
I do. It's actually a funny story. So I was watching the Texas Tech Oklahoma game a few
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago.
when they just nobody punted.
And it was like they scored like 70 points and lost. And I remember that day I said I would never play defense at Texas Tech. And look at me now.
Never say never. Yeah, never say never. And guess what? Nobody's scoring in the 60s anymore around here.
Oh, no.
Not against the Red Raiders.
Culture's changed for sure.
Yeah. Do you like those all-black uniforms that they just released?
do.
Like, the players, do y'all really care about that kind of stuff? I mean, I think fans assume that you guys do. Or do you just say, hey, man, let me know what I'm wearing, and then I'm good to go?
It is like a let me know what I'm wearing, I'm just going to go play. But if they do look good, we definitely can acknowledge that, oh, yeah, we like those uniforms.
Look good, play good, right?
Yeah.
Richard Reese, really good freshman running back for Baylor. How similar is he to Bijan Robinson and Deuce Vaughn, some of those guys you've already seen this year?
Yeah, I would say he's kind of in the middle of both of them.
Okay.
He
Which
has
is
some
quite
features.
a compliment.
Yeah. He has features that Bijan has and features that Deuce has. But I think he's going to end up being really well. I just didn't know he was a freshman until this week. But, yeah, I'm actually excited to see how well he does going forward in his career. But this week, yeah,
it does. Got to fix it. Well, Coach Sy, we're out of time, but good luck with your decision after you finish playing on coaching and your master's degree and all that stuff, man. I've enjoyed watching you this year.
Thank you.
There he is,
No,
Coach Sy Eldridge. All right, that's going to do it here, folks. Our studio board op has been Dylan Riggs, producer and on-site engineer, Mr. Choice Woodman. This is Chris Lobo for head coach Joey McGuire, reminding you to join us for the Red Raider Tailgate Show Saturday, October the 29th at 5:30. Red Raiders and Bears at Jones AT&T Stadium here in Lubbock. Kickoff is set for 6:30. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
You guys are clear.
Red Raider football with